She decided to take in a small puppy, only to recognize her amusing error as he continued to grow significantly. Engaging in extensive research and online exploration, Yona Saluji embarked on a mission to uncover insights about dogs, all in pursuit of the perfect breed. Subsequently, she meticulously acquired a collar, leash, shampoo, engraved tag, and a cozy dog bed in anticipation of her new companion's needs. Brimming with confidence, she believed she was fully prepared for this responsibility. However, her confidence waned as her canine companion rapidly outgrew every provision she had so thoughtfully gathered. A surge of panic ensued, only to be surpassed by a truly astonishing revelation. Saluji had a stable job and made enough money to live comfortably, but there was one thing she craved. Now, some people want new shoes, jewelry, a piece of technology, or a handbag, but material possessions were irrelevant to the South African woman. As a little girl, Saluji dreamt of an ideal companion. Her parents hoped that she would forget about this dream as she got older. After all, a dog required a lot of commitment. As it turns out, she did quite the opposite. Saluji wasn't picky, so as long as the dog had 4 legs and was fluffy, she'd be okay. She was the kind of gal who would pet animals on the street, but when it came time for her to adopt, she had to choose a specific breed. Most people consider a dog's size. For example, a Chihuahua doesn't take up a lot of space and it doesn't eat a lot of food, but Irish Wolfhounds consume a lot of food and need plenty of exercise. How is she going to choose? Saluji spent weeks searching for the right breed online. She went through tons of Instagram photos of collies, terriers, Dalmatians, Shih Tzus, boxers, pugs, huskies, and beagles. Her dream dog was out there and she was determined to find him. But the more research she did, the more difficult it was to choose. Then her eyes locked onto one candidate. Saluji got excited when she saw a photo of an Alaskan Malamute. It was a tiny puppy, but it was by far the most adorable thing she'd seen on her screen. So she Googled the pooch's breed and shared the information with her family and friends. She was particularly intrigued by the long coat and wolf-like facial features. Where did this beast come from? Thousands of years ago, Alaskan Malamutes were used by Eskimos to traverse the distance between Siberia and Alaska. They also kept humans safe from polar bears, and they made great hunters, especially when catching seals. As it turns out, the Malamutes were the Arctic's oldest and most valuable ally. But Saluji had never seen one. Where could she get one of these? Saluji used emails and phone calls to find a breeder whose female had just given birth to pups from this breed. When she found one, she rushed over to the breeder's house. There she learned that the puppies were just 2 weeks old. They were so young that they were snuggling with their mother, but one of them was climbing over his siblings. This caught Saluji's attention, so she picked him up. All it took was just one look, and her heart told her that this was her dog. But it was so tiny. Would he be okay? I fell in love the second I held him, said Saluji, but the dog was too young to part with his mother, so she had to bid adieu to her newfound love. But she couldn't forget about him. She showed a photo to everyone she would run into at the park. He's called Titus, it means great giant warriors, she shared with excitement. But when the time came for her to retrieve him, she was in for quite a shock. By the time that Saluji took Titus home, he had grown 6 times his original size since she first laid eyes on him. But she knew from her research that Alaskan Malamutes were huge animals. Meanwhile, Titus familiarized himself with his new home, and Saluji spoiled him by giving him a bunch of toys, a soft bed, and even a personalized bowl. She assumed she was ready to be a doggy mommy, but she wasn't expecting this. Titus had a big personality to go with his ongoing growth spurt. Alaskan Malamutes are highly intelligent, friendly, and they love to play. At first, he was a lot of work, but she didn't mind. Then, as time passed, the dog grew taller than any other dog in the neighborhood. Male Malamutes weigh 85 pounds and are 25 inches tall, but huge Malamutes can weigh as much as 140 pounds. But as a puppy, Titus weighed a whopping 120 pounds, and Saluji was overwhelmed. Titus was a friendly dog, but he was built like a bear. He would often jump up to say hi to strangers but ended up knocking them down. That's when Saluji realized she had to train him. After all, if she wasn't careful, Titus could unintentionally harm a child. When she took him for his daily walk, his fluffiness was the first thing that caught attention, then his size, she explained. His size and energy grew every day, but Titus was smart, and he certainly couldn't get enough treats. Titus was huge but an adorable baby. His hugs would often knock her off her feet, and he would jump on her lap like a puppy would. But to this day, Titus loves to show affection, and he doesn't mean to hurt anyone. Fortunately, he now knows how to behave when he's out and about, but he still jumps, runs, and plays like he used to as a puppy. Even now that he's 4 years old, he continues to be playful. Saluji managed to train Titus, but she said, "I don't think he'll get any bigger now, and that's okay. I might get crushed if he does. He remains just as playful as ever, but only when he's safe inside his home." Saluji knew that the dog she chose was extra special, so she decided to share him with everyone around the globe. But when a new member of the family arrived, Titus was excited and quite welcoming to the latest addition. Saluji adopted a Congo African gray parrot named Trez. She took a family photo and shared it online. It became a hit. The Instagram account is called Trez and Titus, and accrued over 180,000 followers who can't get enough of this lovely family. Yet, Saluji is acutely aware that she possesses an extraordinary canine companion. If ever in doubt, a simple venture outdoors serves as a vivid reminder. Wherever we venture, even a mere stroll around the neighborhood, we're inevitably halted by inquiries about his size, age, and most frequently, his breed. It's a rare occurrence to witness a lion-like dog parading down the street, and if his appearance hasn't already captured your attention, his disposition unquestionably will, Saluji expressed. He embodies an astonishing spirit that effortlessly garners the fondness of everyone he encounters. Whether he exerts his charm modestly or exuberantly, he leaves an indelible mark. This small yet profound family has managed to captivate social media, with hearts around the globe melting in response. Titus, accompanied by his sibling Trez, graciously shares the spotlight, unperturbed. These two are unequivocally on the trajectory to stardom.